Dallas getting everybody set. They've got 1st and 10.
Ready? 65, go!
Daniels going to throw to get us started. His first throw is an interception. And the Bears will take over as he records his first interception of our season. Well, for their sake, partner, I sure hope the rest of their pass attempts this game go a whole lot better than that, because it is pretty clear this defense came to play.
And I can promise you this, Kate, nowhere on that opening script does the word interception ever appear. You never want to see an INT. Now they're going to have to flush it. That's the key here for this quarterback in the offense. Got to flush that mistake and press on ahead.
First down throw by Williams. And there's a catch for Luther Burden. Tackle made at the 10. 1st and goal coming up.
You know, Kate, you'll find teams go to this crossing route concept sometimes a dozen times a game. A lot of times it's for shorter yardage, but sometimes things break in the right coverage for a much bigger impact play, just like that.
4 downs to get this across. Here's 1st and goal. They'll try and punch it in. It's a gain of 2 on the play. Still some work to do on 2nd and goal.
Hey, I get it on 1st and goal, right? A lot of teams like to be conservative and limit risk. Even if a run is stopped short, you still got 2, sometimes 3 downs to play with.
8 yards to go as they get set on 2nd and goal. Williams set to pass. That's too far in front, and it's not going to be caught. Not on the same page with his tight end. So they'll be left with 3rd and goal.
Even the best of them can be hurried into a throw before they're ready, and that pressure just messed up all the timing, the rhythm, and the clock of the quarterback.
Defense bringing in a 5th DB, 3rd and goal. Here he goes, 3rd and long. And it's incomplete on 3rd and goal.
Oh, that was such an opportunity lost. They were looking for a way out without giving up any points on the series. And instead, well, he just couldn't quite hang on.
Bates' kick is up and good. And they're able to get 3 points off that turnover.
Well, I know once that drive stalls out, that's where it really pays to have that reliable kicker on the sideline ready to bail you out. And he knocks that one right through to give him the lead.
Return coming from the 6. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20.
Cowboys take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
Cowboys just about set. Here comes 1st and 10.
Bronco switch. Ready?
Here's Josh Jacobs getting his first look on the ground. And he'll stay upright through this rain, but not through that hit as he's tackled after about a 1-yard gain. He gets a couple on 1st, and they'll come up 2nd and 8.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Going to lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on 2nd.
Here we go. Here we go.
Now running here with Jaden Blue. And this is brought to a stop up at, say, the 34-yard line there. It's a gain of 11 there, and that picks up the 1st.
Some backs are easier to tackle than others. Some, well, they just choose violence. They look for those opportunities to bust through tackles and keep those legs pumping.
So they'll head up here, 1st and 10 from the 34.
60 Bison. Come on.
A give to Jacobs on the inside handoff. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that 1st down play.
When you rush the passer, it's kind of like tracking down a runner. That same pass, same athleticism comes to life. He looked pretty good hunting his prey right there.
Well, nothing doing on the last run. It's 2nd and 10.
Let's go now. Nothing like six.
From the gun, it's Daniels. Chased out to his right. Moving right, airs it out down the sideline. He's got it down the sideline. And this gets close to the red zone. He is inside the 25.
One thing we don't have in football is we don't have that radar gun. But if we did, Kate, this is the kind of throw, when you throw it that deep outside the numbers, that requires a serious fastball, serious arm strength, and he just showed it off.
Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that first down run.
Well, that's just about textbook defense and how to shut down an RPO. The coverage was tight, the numbers were up, and the bodies were there to stuff that run before it could get going.
2nd and 10. Need something positive here.
Here we go.
Daniels back to throw. Makes the connection. This is Jaden Blue. Well, this certainly makes the third down easier. Nearly avoided it altogether. Gain of 10 right up near that marker now.
I know that completion doesn't move the chains. I love it nonetheless. You make sure that defense is aware of every eligible player going out. And this time it was out of the backfield with the running back that shows he's adept at catching it as well.
And he's going to have enough for the first down. Not by much. He got it. That's all that matters. Sets him up with a 1st and goal.
That's another Cowboys first down. First and goal, Dallas.
Jacobs has nothing on that run. They stand strong and stop him at the 2. Give him a couple on the run, and it's now 2nd and goal.
Second and goal.
Only a solitary field goal so far as we're through 1 quarter. Just 3-0 is our score. Back to Soldier Field in just a moment. Time for our 2nd quarter now. Let's see if the Cowboys can capitalize here in the red zone. This one left for Daniels. And he's not going to reach the end zone. They bring him down at the 1. He gets 2 on that run. That brings up 3rd and goal.
Okay, this is going to be a fascinating call because defensively, you've stopped the run twice now, and I think you believe on that side, they got to put it in the air. But this is also where the offense can say, we got 2 more shots. Let's continue to pound the football. Can't wait to watch this one.
Jacobs. And he runs it across. Touchdown. The Cowboys take a 2nd quarter lead. It's a Josh Jacobs touchdown. A lot of pressure on him in that moment, Brock. Find a way to score. Don't let it go to 4th and goal. And he finds a way to come through and gets in the end zone for 6.
Well, how about the other side? Beating the defense right there as well. That group who was so close to pulling off the goal line stand, yet all that motivation wasn't enough to stop him on 3rd and goal.
Aubrey now to kick this one away. Power squib kick is taken in. And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line.
The Bears take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Offense into the shotgun set as they line this up. 1st and 10. Williams will look to throw. The left side finds Burden. And it's a quality effort here as he's pushed out right along the 40. It's a gain of 12 on that one. And that'll be 1st down Chicago.
They like to say it's about the Jimmies and the Joes. I think that's about the X's and the O's. That's a well-drawn-up completion that nets them a 1st down.
From the 40-yard line now, this is 1st and 10. Shotgun snap, looking to throw. Continuing to move past the 45. And in a blink, they are up to midfield before somebody manages to stop it. Even 10-yard gain on the play. And it'll be first down Bears.
This running back is a mismatch maker. That's how I label him on my little sheet right here. Right under his bio, this guy just creates matchup nightmares for every defender on the field.
And keep this drive moving, partner. Here's another 1st and 10. Here's a dive up the middle. Well, he had to power through one tackle just to get back to the line that time.
Brought down right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 50-yard line.
First down run netted him nothing. Here is 2nd and 10. And now here's Williams. Hits his running back. And he's going to be across midfield, close to the 45 before going out.
And there's heat. That blitz coming off the snap. That QB's eyes, you could see it right away. He got to his check down in a hurry. But, Kate, here's the key. Quarterback and running back have to be on the same page. The two were right there, and it netted some positive yards.
Third down. Here's Williams. Defender is there. He knocks it away, and that's going to force 4th down.
Any DB prefers a highlight reel interception to just forcing an incomplete pass. But as soon as he realized a pick wasn't possible on the play, he gets his hands on it and made sure it wasn't completed.
And he drives this one into the pouring rain. And he calls for the fair catch, and he's got it at the 14-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 15-yard line.
Dallas getting everybody set. They've got 1st and 10.
Unlock line! Unlock line!
Daniels setting up the play action. Flushed out of the pocket. He takes it himself. And he's tackled for a short gain.
The positive of that effort, he didn't go backwards, didn't have a negative play. If there was a negative, you didn't get a whole lot done with your legs. Got to be more efficient now on 2nd down.
On 2nd down, Jacobs. Makes a cut to the right sideline. And this is across midfield and into enemy territory.
Anytime you go over half the field in one play, totally changes the complexion of the drive. They're now set up beautifully in enemy territory to end the series with some type of points.
Big play gets him across midfield, sets him up 1st and 10 from the 40.
Let's go now. Ready?
They stick with Jacobs. Makes the tackle. And with a nice gain, he runs him down inside of field goal range. Good run, gets him 7. That brings up 2nd and 3.
A 7-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 3.
The 3rd down run with Blue. And that short gain is enough for a new set of downs.
You know what I like about a 2nd and short run play, Kate? Yeah, I like getting a 1st down, but you know what I like even more? That's going to set up a play-action pass in a similar down and distance, and that defense is going to have to key on the run.
This one caught by C.D. Lamb. And he's going to go out of bounds just short of that red zone.
I know I can sound like a broken record when I talk about timing and getting the ball out on time and on rhythm, but these outcuts, it is so imperative. And the best of them, they can look oh so easy.
And he works this to the 15 before they make the stop. They get 6 and a 1st down as well.
That's another Cowboys 1st down.
Ready?
It's a gain of 6. And a Cowboy 1st down.
Let's go.
Going run again with Jacobs. Makes a tackle. He's still going. And he's brought down after a tremendous effort just to get a couple of yards. Only 2 yards, and it brings up 2nd and 8.
Sometimes you just feel like in the background of every ho-hum run is a bigger play that just needed one more component. Hit that extra block a little longer, find the lane quicker. The defender maybe a half step late, and this could have been much, much more exciting.
And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. A couple yards on the run. It's 3rd and 6 now.
Hey, we know running the ball in the NFL is hard, and that play pretty indicative of it. Here's the key, though. At the end of the game, those type of plays got to be in the minority, and the majority have got to do some damage.
That one's incomplete in the end zone. A A close game is going to stay close, Brock, so long as plays like that are being made in big situations.
Yeah, in these tight games, you got to have your defense making plays just like that in the red zone. Here we got a defender in particular coming through with a big hit to keep points off the board. Well, that's the type of long, sustained drive that takes some of the starch out of your opponent. The only negative is if the kicking team was out there for a field goal and not an extra point. But they do come away with 3.
Hardman with a return. His effort's going to get him to that 32-yard line before he's taken down. Offense to the line. They're going to have trips right to start out. First down, Williams. Cowboys closing in, and they get to him. And after one play, this drive might already be in trouble. That's going to push him back for second down.
Protection is always tested against the blitz, especially with all the different ways the defenses today disguise them. Couldn't quite account for the number of rushers that time, and it ends just how you expect. The quarterback needing a little help to get picked up off the grass.
And he's going to go out of bounds. Looks a little shorter than 35.
Sometimes when you're just looking to move it forward, get some small yards on the throw, quarterback's best friend, security blanket. And when it's a big old tight end, that's an extra bonus.
Third and long. They're going to throw. Short pass brought in. Great job rallying to the football. They get him down right at the marker. 4th down. The Cowboys signaling for their first time out. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. Going for it on their own side, Brock. Okay, bold call, but they only need a yard. They will go for it. Williams. On target to Moore. And he will get the first as they touch him down. The Bears decide to call their first timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime.
Move the chains! Gotta move them chains! Build momentum and keep that defense on its heels.
Here's 1st and 10 from the 47. Again, it's Williams. Fits it through the middle. And he stopped at the spot he made the catch. So give him, looks like the 27 on that completion. Timeout Chicago. It uses its second. And they still have 1 in their pocket for what's left of this half. To the line and set. Here we go. First down.
Ready to run. Yes.
On play action, here's Williams. And this time they're going to get to him before he can get that pass away as he goes down. And that sack quickly changes the tone of this series, Brock. It's second down. So we're through 2 quarters now. Still a half of football to be played. We'll be back with more of the NFL on EA Sports. Bates has it all set up. Here comes the kickoff. And we'll have to wait at least a few moments longer for an exciting start to this second half. We've got a touchback. line come the Cowboys. Good starting spot here, 1st and 10. Daniels now. Throw came out right as the defense got to him. That's an incomplete pass. This one misses the tight end. And we'll see what they do here on 2nd down.
This is why we hear about closing speed so often when you evaluate players. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released and alter that throw.
This is complete to Ferguson, out left. And he's going to bring it up to the 40-yard line before he stopped.
Well, that's a modest little drag route, but if you ever just need a safe, short gain on the throw, that's a go-to route to target.
Now, from the second city of Chicago, head down Lakeshore Drive and you find venerable Soldier Field, home of the Bears. Coming up, we've got a good one in store. It's the Dallas Cowboys and the Chicago Bears. We welcome you, Mike Tirico, alongside Greg Olson, the kicker, Brandon Aubrey. Set for the start. It's going to be a wet one. Here we go from the second city. He's across the 20, taking down just shy of the 25.
24-yard line.
So here's a 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 24. Here's Williams to begin with a pass. And he'll be taken down up at the 40-yard line. It's a gain of 16, and very quickly, a first down.
1st and 10 at the 40.
They'll come up 1st and 10 at the 40. Stacked up at the line of scrimmage.
So everything this defense talks about, Mike, is creating negative plays. It's one of the best run defenses in football. Everything is about suffocating you at the line of scrimmage, make you work for everything you get.
They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. Operating from the shotgun, it's Williams. Open man, that's Luther Burden. A gain of 17 yards. First down, Chicago.
That's good for the Bears. First down. 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
They'll try to get the running game going. His first carry. And he'll just hope to stay on his feet here, picking his way forward for a gain of about 4.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and
6. Ball on the 39. Here's 2nd and 6. They'll stick with him again. And not much there. Good defense. Held to no gain.
Heck of an effort by this runner, Mike, just to get back to the line of scrimmage. I think most backs around the league, that play would have resulted in a loss, but not this guy. Continued to fight, continued to do everything he could to prevent the loss, but it still stopped for no gain.
Here comes 3rd and 6. Working out of the gun. Here's Williams. And that is incomplete.
I think he predetermined that 3rd down throw, and even though the coverage was tight, he still tried to fit the ball in there anyway, and it ended up falling incomplete. I think if he goes through his progressions and has a little bit more trust in his protection, I think there's an easier throw to make out there.
The drive begins at the 20. Here's 1st and 10. Play action. Here's Daniels. And he just does get that one away. He was being chased down, forced the awkward throw. Maybe he's fortunate that all it is an incompletion.
They got there in a hurry, didn't they, Mike? I mean, luckily for him, he saw that free rusher coming, and at the very least was able to get that ball out to prevent the sack.
Now the first carry of the game for Josh Jacobs. And he is crushed in the backfield. Defenders firing through. Shut it down right away for a loss of yardage.
And after that negative run, I think this changes the play call now on third down. So this offensive line has to be a lot better on first and second down to gain positive yards. Stay on track because you don't want to be in third and pass too often in today's NFL.
It is third and long.
19 tight, 19 tight.
Working out of the gun, it's Daniels. He's going to let one go deep for Lamb.
Well, we're getting a little test here early, Mike, to see just how easy is this team to rattle. Didn't look like they were able to get through that opening script that they had worked on all week. So I'm going to be curious on this next drive. Do they stick to the plan? Do they pick up where they left off? Or is there a little bit of a reaction, or dare I say panic, to come out and make some adjustments in response to that early interception?
Here's Williams on 1st and 10. He'll get this out to his running back. And he'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3.
It's a pickup of 3.
A bit of a quick hitter here, and what you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot, but they knew it was coming, and they end up holding them to just a short gain.
From the 42-yard line, here's 2nd and 7. From the shotgun, it's Williams. Hit as he throws, and it is incomplete. Just couldn't deliver that one the way he wanted to. Not really sure if there was much there anyways. We do know it'll be 3rd down.
I think he knew in the back of his head, Mike, he had to get rid of this ball a little sooner than he would have liked. And with that pressure getting there in a hurry, it just ends up being a wasted down.
On 3rd down, it's Williams. And that is incomplete.
And this passing game continues to come up short these last couple plays. That's 2 consecutive incompletions in a row. Now they're staring 4th down right in the face.
Taken at about the 6. And he'll give his guys a little bit more room to work with as he's able to get forward out beyond the 10-yard.
At their own 11-yard line.
They'll start on the ground with Jacobs. And a good push defensively. They're going to get him down back at the 10.
I can promise you that is not how they wanted to start this drive, Mike. I mean, to get blown up at the point of attack, there was just nowhere for the back to go on that run.
Last play went the wrong way. It sets up second and long. It's second down and 12. From the shotgun, it's Daniels. Open man down the field. It's Ferguson. And he's taken down up past the 35. It's a gain there of 26 yards.
And that's a nice grab for his first catch of the game, Mike. And he's someone that the play caller has told us he wants to get him early touches, get him a feel for the game. Nice job there making that happen.
On 1st and 10, here's Daniels. Right back to Ferguson, who's got another one. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on 1st down. From the 43, here's 2nd and 3. Operating from the gun, it's Daniels. Short throw, caught by Ferguson. And that's a 1st down. It will be a gain of 8.
We'll give a little credit here defensively. Even though they allowed the 1st down, we've seen defenses really struggle bringing this big tight end to the ground, and they didn't allow him to pick up a bunch of yards after contact, but he was able to get just enough to pick up the 1st down.
To the air again is Daniels. He's got a man, and it's CeeDee Lamb. And he'll be hauled down at about the 35-yard line. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. Daniels gonna throw again. A dive and a catch. Incredible. So that'll do it for a fast-moving first quarter of play. What will the second quarter have in store? We're back to Soldier Field after this.
Hold the ready. Ready.
Here's a handoff to Jacobs. And he'll manage to break a tackle, get this forward for a couple, and it's 2nd down.
Nice job by the running back making the first guy miss, but it's the pursuit by the entire defense. Even though he doesn't get him down on his first try, the rest of his guys are all rallying to the ball, and they bring him down for a short gain.
A quick toss into the hands of Lamb. And they'll work this close to a 1st down, maybe just a tad short.
This is a great example here of just not getting too complicated as an offensive coordinator. Who's one of your best players on the field, and how do you get the ball in his hands?
They'll try one for it. And the Cowboys are going to be set up 1st and goal. Nice run, getting them down to the 6.
Here we go.
Here's a run. And he'll plunge forward to the 2. Setting up 2nd and goal.
He does a nice job coming from his safety position, filling his run gap assignment. Keeps this to a modest gain at best.
From the 2 now, here's 2nd and goal.
Here we go. Set. 60 by 6.
Blue. And he won't quite get in. Down to the 1. Setting up 3rd and goal.
And after putting together what's been a long and methodical drive, they suddenly find themselves on the verge of potentially stalling out. So this defense, they can get a stop here. That would feel like a pretty big win on a drive that's largely been dominated by the offense.
Jacobs. And no signal. Didn't look like he got there. He did not. And now the tension mounts. 4th and goal.
That one didn't have a chance, Mike. They do a great job of getting penetration, clogged up the run lanes, and now this offense has a decision to make here on 4th down.
Ready. Let go.
And they'll try it now with Jacobs. And he's not going anywhere. Stuck behind the line. They have turned it over on downs.
And what a job here by the defensive line. They've got to hold their ground. Any sort of push by the offense is going to result in a touchdown. But here, the defense comes through with a huge goal line stand, and they're able to keep this offense out of the end zone.
Throwing on first down, it's Williams. And is caught downfield by Odunze. To the 20. And he's going to be brought down inside the 15. A big play there, about as big as you can get. That's good for 84 yards.
If you want to score points at a high level in the NFL, you have to generate explosive plays. And after that big chunk pass play, they find themselves now down there in the red zone. And this is where you have to finish drives.
Down at the 12. It's 1st and 10. Now a give up the middle. Still keeping the legs moving. Somehow managing to turn that into a gain.
1-yard gain. Brings up 2nd and 9.
Here's 2nd and 9. Here's Williams. Throw right side, caught by Odunze.
I wouldn't be surprised if some point here in the future, Mike, this quarterback drops back. It looks like the same old hitch route underneath, and they give a pump fake and go. You can lull a defense to sleep with a lot of these underneath quick game passes, and once you do, you can try to go for the big one.
Third, they need 8. They'll try to get this one on the ground.
At the 6-yard line. A gain of
2 minutes to play. Still searching for our first points of the half. We'll come back to Soldier Field following this. Out comes Jake Bates to try a field goal here. This about as short as you can get. Bates' kick is good. And the Bears get 3 here late in the first half to take the lead.
Anytime you find yourself kicking in these elements, Mike, you just can't take anything for granted, especially when it comes to your plant foot, your balance, your control, your footing. It's so important, and give credit. He does a great job here, able to put that one through.
So after the field goal to open up the scoring, the kicker's back out for this kickoff. Now, here comes a return from the 9. And he'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive.
At their own 26-yard line.
18 rattle.
On first down, Daniels. To the sideline, and what a catch, and what a great job to keep the feet alive. Inbounds as good as you can do it. First catch for him on the afternoon, and it results in a first down.
First down, Cowboys.
In motion, Lamb.
70.
Now Daniels throwing on 1st and 10. He'll let it go deep left sideline. And that ball out of reach toward the sideline. It'll be an incompletion.
And as the game goes on, these are the throws they got to find a way to connect with, those chunk plays. I like the idea of pushing it downfield, but the next time they get an opportunity, they've got to find a way to connect.
Daniels to throw on 2nd down. Just trying to avoid the rush there. He's hit as he threw, and the pass is incomplete.
This defense is vulnerable in a few areas along the back end, but none of that will matter if this protection can't do a better job holding up long enough that they can find some of these open receivers that have been able to separate. He just doesn't have the time to get on the ball. I just don't like the look of this passing game, Mike. It just seems a bit erratic. On top of the 2 straight incompletions, they've already turned the ball over through the air. Truthfully, with how dangerous some of these throws have been, they're lucky it hasn't been even more.
And a nice return there. The offense not going to be backed up as much as they could have. Drive's going to start from beyond the 20. This drive starts at the 21. It's 1st and 10. Here's Williams now to throw. Little short pass here, caught by his tight end. And he'll be out of bounds. A pickup, though, of 6.
It's not the big play they were hoping for, but first down efficiency, staying ahead of the chains, is what every offense is trying to find, and it brings up a manageable 2nd down.
Here comes 2nd and 4. Going back in the backfield. He'll get the carry here. That one never got started. Defensive pressure too much, and they drop him in the backfield. Here's 3rd and 7. To throw, it's Williams. He'll throw it left and has his running back. That's a timeout for Dallas. It's their 2nd, as they'll discuss what's to come as 4th down is looming.
The initial reaction is, how does this quarterback not throw the ball past the 1st down line to gain to try to extend this drive? And the reality is, because they've already decided they're going to go for it on 4th down.
Good coverage by the punt team. They stop him before he can get any return cranked up.
1st and 10 at their own 38-yard line.
Now a 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line.
Here we go. Set. Go.
Daniels now going to look to throw. Over the middle to his tight end, Ferguson. On the move, past the 40. And he's going to be out of bounds down near the 25. A huge play for Dallas. 37 yards.
Here we go.
To throw is Daniels on 1st and 10. Here's a shot toward the end zone. That is going to be pulled in. He's got it. C.D. Lamb. Touchdown, Dallas. Brandon Aubrey now for the extra point. His kick is good. The Cowboys move out to a 7-3 lead.
Bears 3. Brandon Aubrey to kick off for the Cowboys.
Still a little time. Final minute of this 1st half. We'll see if they can do anything with this kickoff that is coming their way. But dangerous Mecole Hardman on the return. He's to midfield. Still on the move. And he's going to take this all the way back. 94 yards. Touchdown, Chicago. You talk about a response. After the offense goes down the field and gets a touchdown, the special teams unit comes back to get the 6 right back for the other side.
And I've been there, Mike. You find yourself on offense, you watch your opponent go down and get a touchdown, and you're saying amongst each other, you're saying, hey, we're going to get the ball back. Let's go get one of our own. But in this case, the return unit says, no, offense, you stay on the sideline. We got this. And they go back and get a score of their own.
time. Final minute of this first half. We'll see if they can do anything with this kickoff that is coming their way. This taken in at the 8-yard line. And they'll be set up well as he is past the 35-yard line.
At their own 36-yard line.
Daniels now on first down. Left side, caught by Lamb. Cowboys going to use their third and final timeout. Clock says 25 seconds till halftime.
39-yard line.
Throwing on second down. Daniels. He'll get this complete. It's Lamb again. He's going to be out of bounds inside the 40-yard line. Remember, he had the touchdown catch the last time they had the football. Here, he's got a first down.
At the 38-yard line.
Working out of the gun, it's Daniels. A ball deep for the end zone. And that ball led him too far, maybe too wide. Out of bounds, incomplete.
I can sit up here all day, Mike, and we could talk about the missed throw, but I think a lot of the credit has to go to the pass defense. Not only did they do a good job making it difficult for them to complete the pass, but I think they saved the touchdown along the way.
Second and 10.
Drop 60, drop 60, go! Gotta be lying.
Keeping in the air, here's Daniels. Throwing right, it's taken in. And he's going to be out of bounds down inside the 25-yard line. 15-yard pickup there. First down, Cowboys. Throwing again, Daniels. And he's in. Touchdown, Cowboys. His 6th touchdown now for the season. Aubrey, good with the extra point. And the Cowboys are on top. It's 14-10. So, final seconds of this first half. Looks like they'll take a lead into the locker room as the kick's away. And there'll be no return forthcoming, so the ball comes out to the 35.
Bears take over first and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
They do try to run it out as they start on the ground. And he's going to be taken down as time runs out on this first half of play. Third quarter set to commence. And we're back underway here on EA Sports. This will be returned from the 6. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line.
The Cowboys take over first and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Valuable lesson, man. I had to grow up. That's why I never asked for
Let's go now.
On first and 10, here's Daniels. That's into the hands of Jaden Blue. They'll get about 4 here as he is taken down.
I think the days where cornerbacks are either unwilling or unable to be involved in the run game, I think those days are over, Mike. I think when you look around the landscape of today's NFL, yes, you have to cover, but you also have to be able to come up and tackle.
And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one. It's a pickup of 12. That's good for a Dallas first down.
This is a guy who's been doing it at a high level, Mike, for a long time. Not too many running backs finding success in the NFL past the age of 30. That's usually when they kind of ride off into the sunset, but as always, there's the exception to every rule.
And some space opens as he's brought down following a gain of 6.
A 6-yard pickup brings up second and 4.
From the 48-yard line, here's second and 4.
Here we go. Set.
From the shotgun, it's Daniel. That's brought in right side by Pickens. And they'll get him down after a gain of 5, but that is enough for a first down.
Nothing a quarterback loves more, Mike, than being able to pick up a first down without being forced to push the ball downfield and force it past the line to gain. He settles for the underneath check down. He's confident that his receiver is going to pick up the rest after the catch.
Operating from the gun, it's Daniels. Throw left side, caught by Ferguson. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards.
The drag route is such a good way to get the ball early into the hands of your tight end and take some pressure off the quarterback and give him an easy completion. The size and the athleticism allows them to try to pick up more yards, but do it after the catch.
Second down, they need 3. Quick throw on target to Pickens. And they'll get him down after a gain of 5, but that is enough for a first down.
First down. A gain of 5. First down, Dallas.
Daniels gonna throw again. Gets it away quickly, and it's caught. And no chance to turn and go. That one good for just a couple.
All right, so anytime you're facing the blitz, the best thing you can do as an offense is just get the ball out of your hand. Get into the hands of receiver, run after catch. In this case, nice job by the defense, rallying to the ball. Modest gain.
Out of the gun, a give to Blue. Now they are in business. Inside the 15-yard line. 17 yards on that play. First down, Cowboys.
This is where you have to be careful, Mike. You find yourself winning in the second half. Human instinct says, all right, let's just sit on the ball and protect the lead and let the clock run out. You can't do that. Stay aggressive. Do what got you here. Continue to mix the run with the pass. Keep your foot on the gas and try to extend this lead.
It is second and 6. And that one incomplete.
A rare miss for a quarterback that we've seen really come out on fire throughout this entire contest. I mean, his completion percentage, Mike, is well above league average, and frankly, it's really the biggest reason why they find themselves out in front.
On third down, they'll throw with Daniels. And this is going to be incomplete. That is a letdown there. Pass looked to be on target. No catch. And now fourth down. Auburn's kick is good. And the Cowboys will open up a touchdown lead. It's now 17-10.
It's always a little bit of a letdown, Mike. You find yourself deep in the red zone and you have to settle for a short field goal like that. In this case, he's able to put it through, and they get 3.
Now return coming from the 7. And he'll be taken down right at the 29-yard line.
29-yard line.
side, so I'm staying inside. Shorty, you would not vibe to the pool. Like Tupac, I see the bunch of mean guys in the band and a tie. Throwing on the west side, giving side eyes. Ain't nobody that I really recognize. I ain't surprised to survive the killer vibe. I be the reason you die, trying to feel alive, but I'm incentivized by the thighs. Moving around like I'm picking a
Dad, put it up.
Here's Williams on 1st and 10. And he just does get that one away. He was being chased down, forced the awkward throw. Maybe he's fortunate that all it is an incompletion. We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10.
Put it up. Dad.
Operating from the shotgun, it's Williams. A toss left side, caught by his running back. And he's out of bounds up beyond the 45-yard line. They get 18 on that one. Good for a Bears first down. From the shotgun, it's Williams. He'll get this into the hands of his running back. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line. These two moving the chains themselves. A gain of 14 and a first down.
Really nice job there, Mike. I mean, he sees the blitz coming and just gets the ball out of his hands. Understand where your outlets are. It results in an easy pitch and catch and move the chains.
Up the middle they go. And he'll get nothing here. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that's all.
When you look throughout this game, Mike, I don't think there's even debate. This defensive line has clearly won the battle at the line of scrimmage over this offensive line. And for an offense that wants the run game to be such a critical element to its plan, they've got to do a better job because there's nowhere to run. There's no holes for the back to find. And all these 0 or negative runs are putting them in some really bad spots.
Here's a 3rd and 10. Working out of the gun, here's Williams. This one broken up. It's incomplete. Good job separating the receiver from the ball, and it is 4th down. The Bears sending out their punt team, as they'll say no to the long field goal and hope to pin them deep. And this is going to work out for them. Out of bounds, and they'll mark it inside the 10.
On the jump. Let's go.
They'll start this on the ground with Blue. And he'll plow forward for a gain of 4 yards. They'll come up here on 2nd down and 5.
Ready.
That one pinballs around, but it is incomplete.
Throughout this entire game, we've really seen this quarterback operate very efficiently, not only being able to spread the ball to multiple playmakers, Mike, but really complete a high percentage of his passes. So can't let that last incomplete break what's been a really nice rhythm so far.
On 3rd down, they'll set up to throw. Forced to his right, and that is incomplete.
The offense just couldn't seem to get anything going that drive. They knew they had a long way to go, taking over possession that deep in their own territory. You want to pick up that first down and see if you can capitalize some momentum. Instead, the errant throw brings up 4th down, and they're going to have to punt it away.
At the 50-yard line.
On 1st and 10, it's Williams. Pass is caught. That's DJ Moore. And the tackle's going to be made down at the 40-yard line. So we are through 3. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. They'll come up 1st and 10 at the 40. Here's Williams now to throw. That's complete. It's Odunze. And they'll move this ball way down into the red zone, inside the 20-yard line. He's over 100 receiving yards on the afternoon now, and a first down to boot.
1st and 10 at the 18-yard line.
Thrown quickly, that's more on the RPO. And no chance to turn and go. That one good for just a couple.
A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8 at the 15-yard
Second down,
line.
8 yards to go. Throw it again. It's Williams. Throw right side, caught by Odunze. And it's going to be 1st and goal coming up. Tackle made at the 5-yard line.
And this is a tricky part of the game for any defense. You find yourself protecting a late lead, and the age-old question is, do you remain aggressive? Do you try to just keep the ball from being thrown over your head and make everything be tackled and played in front of you? That's what every defensive coordinator struggles with, so they can't get too soft here as they try to hold on to this lead here late. Well, we all know the running joke, right, Mike? If this guy could catch, he'd be playing offense, and, well, I think that's kind of a joke for the past. These defensive players are incredible these days. That's just too easy. You've got to secure that interception for your defense and get off the field.
Another one from the 5, 2nd down and goal. We'll try to throw again. Here's Williams. The ball deflected at least a couple of times, but it'll fall to the ground. It's incomplete.
For the most part, he's been very accurate with the ball. I mean, he's completing over 60% of his passes, but because they haven't been able to get any big explosive plays, continue to push the ball downfield, hasn't really translated on the scoreboard just yet.
And on 3rd down, that ball incomplete.
We had a chance to sit down with the defensive coaches the other day, and we asked them, give us a few key points for today's game. And the first thing out of their mouth, Mike, what was it? It was, we got to get off the field on 3rd down. Well, here we are in the second half, and they've done just that. Right now, this offense has no answers on 3rd down.
Now or never, they'll throw on 4th down. He's got his big tight ends. Austin Loveland. Touchdown there. His 4th TD grab of the season. So they're not level yet. A critical extra point attempt to follow. The kick is good, and that will tie this game here in the 4th quarter. Even. 4th quarter, everything we've wanted. What's in store in the remaining time? From the 6, here comes a return. And this will work out quite well. He'll get it all the way out to the 30-yard line. On the ground, it's Jacobs to start the drive. That's a nice job keeping his balance in these conditions. A gain of about 5.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 36-yard line.
Okay, great.
Ball on the 36 now. Here's 2nd down and 4.
Here we go.
He'll stay on the ground with Jacobs. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more.
What makes great linebackers stand out from the pack is their instincts and their vision. In this case, the linebacker has his keys, brings him right where the ball is going, and he's able to make a play at the point of attack and keep this to a no gain.
The crowd making their presence felt. This is third down. Moving out, he brought all the time he could, but he's going to be taken down as he couldn't get a throwaway. Cowboys special teams unit heads out for the punt. Important punt here in this tie game late. This returnable for Hardman. And it's a good return here. He's going to set his guys up with outstanding field position.
At the 39-yard line.
From the 39, here's a 1st and 10. To throw, it's Williams. This one taken in by Odunze. And no chance to turn and go. That one good for just a couple.
This is one of those throws where you're hoping you do most of the damage after the catch, but give credit to the defense. Once that ball was caught, they were on him quickly, and there was nowhere for him to go after the catch.
On 2nd down, it's Williams. That's complete. Some more on the right side. And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 24-yard line.
Handoff here, up the middle. Now they are in business. Inside the 15-yard line. That's a gain of 11, and they'll move the chains with another 1st down. 2 minutes to play in regulation. Greg and I back for the conclusion in a moment. Plenty of time, all 3 timeouts left. It's 1st and 10.
What is going on?
They'll keep it on the ground. And this time they are ready for it. Thrown for a loss. And it's 2nd down.
Behind the line of scrimmage.
And we'll see a timeout used by the defense, stopping it right out of the break. 1:57 to go in the game. Now on 2nd and long. They'll drop to throw. That one knocked away in the end zone, incomplete. What a good job locating the football by the defense where it matters most. And it'll bring up 3rd down now.
The game is there for the taking. They control their own destiny, but this brings up a really big 3rd down here. But remember, they don't have to force it and push the ball past the sticks. Even if they come up short, they still have 4th down in their back pocket to try to extend this drive and see if they can pull out the win here late.
Pittsburgh taken in. That's a timeout for Dallas. It's their 2nd, as they'll discuss what's to come. 4th down is looming.
I think it's clear, Mike. I think they have their sights set on winning this game in regulation. I don't think overtime is even in the picture. They're trying to be aggressive, continue to move this ball down. Can they find a way to pull this game off here late in the 4th quarter?
That is incomplete. Oh, they elected to throw on 4th and short. It does not work out. They turn it over on down.
So on a critical 4th down, they want to put the game in the hands of their quarterback. Give them some options. They go with the RPO scheme. The defense sells outs to stop the run. He's forced to pull it. Incomplete pass. Great job by the defense, staying true to their assignments, playing disciplined football, and they get a huge stop there on 4th down. Great example of first down efficiency. You don't always have to go for the big play, but put yourself in a friendly 2nd down. Now you have equal opportunity to both run and pass.
They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
A great pass rush is like a closer in baseball. When you bring them into the game, it's all but over. That's exactly the case here. It doesn't result necessarily in a sack, but it was the hit that altered the throw just enough to end that play before it started.
This will not do the trick. They've stopped it behind the line. 4th down coming up.
Brings up 4th down.
They'll indeed go. It's Daniels. That is incomplete. Oh, they elected to throw on 4th and short. It does not work out. They turn it over on down. They'll come up for 1st and 10. They'll stick to the ground. And he's taken down. That will get them a bit closer. Every yard going to help the field goal kicker right now. Cowboys going to use their 3rd and final timeout to stop it here with 1:07 on the clock. He'll run. Fighting for the goal line. He lost the football. It's out. And that was very nearly a disaster at this juncture of the game. But fortunately, a teammate able to cradle it, and they keep possession. Now, a big 3rd down. They'll run here. And this is a touchdown. They were not going to be denied, and they have taken the lead here in the final minute of play. Bates, good, with the extra point. And the Bears will go up by 7.
17.
So the kickoff team out there one final time in the final minute as they kick it away. They're trying to pin him deep. They'll take this from the 3. They'll be out of bounds just past the 25.
Cowboys take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Mustang 19. Let's go now.
To throw is Daniels on 1st and 10. That's brought in right side by Pickens. They'll work now on 2nd and 4.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
From the shotgun, it's Daniels. Oh, the pressure too much. He goes down. So this one in the win column for the Bears. It was a game played in a driving rainstorm, but they would not let the field or the conditions deter them in any way. They're going to come away from here with a well-earned victory. So that'll just about do it for Greg Olson and our entire team. I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. The Bears get the win at home as we say so long from along the lakefront at Soldier Field in Chicago.